Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Blue Tea Games Review, where I review games that were made by Blue Tea Games. Today, I'm going to review Dark Parables, The Exiled Prince, the second installment of the Dark Parables franchise. But before we get started with this review, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified every single video that I upload. So this game is based on the Frog Prince, and it also includes certain elements of Swan Lake, Cinderella, The Little Mermaid, and Snow White. The story takes place in the Black Forest of Germany, where our fairy tale detective is searching for the Chancellor's daughter and her bodyguard. For those of you who don't know the story of the Frog Prince, it's about a spoiled princess who reluctantly befriends with the Frog Prince. More info on that story will be underneath the description down below. Now, this version of the Frog Prince is very different than the original. I am not going to spoil too much on the story in this game, but I will say that this story of the Frog Prince in this game was pretty interesting. So you already know what the gameplay looks like. It is a hidden object game where you find objects in every location. But what's unique about this one in particular is that you need to find pieces of fragments to put together an item that you are going to need later on in the game. You can also use a hit button whenever you couldn't find one of the fragment items. The puzzles in this game is a little bit challenging than Curse of Briar Rose. Also, when you beat the game, there is a hard mode difficulty that you will unlock. So the puzzles that you are going to solve in hard mode will be the challenge of a lifetime. And you can also press the skip button in case if one of the puzzles that you are trying to solve was very difficult for you. Now, unlike the first game, there is actually a map that shows you on where you need to go. There are 3 things that you should know about the map in this game. First, there are stars that represents a hidden object scene that you need to go through. Second, there are 4 location spots that you need to go to. And these locations are the forest, the cave area, the lake garden, and the palace. And third of all, there was a question mark that tells you that you need to unlock a secret hidden object scene. And in order to do that, you have to find evidence, which is a new feature in this game. Oh, and one more thing. Just like in the first game, there are cursed morphing objects. But I forgot to mention on my last review that these cursed morphing objects can recharge your hit button. So I guess there is a point to collecting these cursed morphing objects just to recharge your hit button. But other than that, it is nothing much to be all excited about. Now let's talk about the graphics, artwork, and animation in this game. The graphics in this game was pretty good. The artwork was amazing and doesn't give you the spooky vibes like the last game. Last but certainly not least is the animation. It has been improved ever since Curse of Briar Rose. So I am very happy that animation in this game is much more animated than I expected. Overall, my final thoughts about the game it has been improved since Curse of Briar Rose, like I stated before, and I am so happy that the second game is much better than the first one. The only complaint that I have about the Exiled Prince is to figure it out. Which item do I use to get evidence so I can unlock a secret hidden object scene? And that's the end of this review. Why not come back for the third episode as I review the third installment of the Dark Parables franchise and why this one in particular is one of my favorites. But until then, you know what to do. Stay home, stay safe from the pandemic. Also, wash your hands every day and stay warm on this very cold winter times. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.